This is my noble. You ever play a character where 5 of their levels are in a noble fucking non-combatant class? I have.
To wait a while before she gained her first player level as psionic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found a big list of insults for different races towards other races. And I really want to play a dwarf now. Jesus Christ, they have some of the best insults.
So, you want to play a racist dwarf?
Yes.
I remember, because this is the character that I was actually getting a bunch of people to follow her. I had a...
Can you send me that list of insults? I could use it in the future.
We're going to come across one nasty dwarf is what's going to happen.
I found 2 different lists. I can link you one real easily, because it's in the Discord.
Alright, well, since at the moment it's just the 3 of us, I guess we can just get started from where you guys left off. So,
Are you recording?
Yeah, it's recording. Turn it on.
I never saw you mess with it.
I turned it on a few minutes ago when I started messaging Adam to see if he was on his way. But, so, being in the last session, you had taken care of the encounter inside the tower, and after attempting to solve a puzzle, you decided to just take a break for the night and go to bed. The 2 of you each slept in one bedroom each, and Skull dug a hole out in the back.
I have a nice patio I sleep on now. Something like that.
During the night, you all had a dream. Taurus woke up back in the sewers and was eventually surrounded by twig blights before being devoured. Finrose had woken up in the forest with his mummified father surrounded by hyenas before being devoured. And Skull was in some sort of mysterious workshop and eventually was surrounded by hands before being devoured. 1D has a similar dream that we'll eventually get to.
Joe, do you have dice this time?
I do.
In the morning, you all woke up in different locations and eventually met up, briefly discussed what happened, and went about spending the 2 days at the tower, where Rotor spent most of his time attempting to solve a puzzle, continuing to try to solve a puzzle, as well as... Oh, what else did you do?
What did you do?
What did any of us do? What is life?
I got an insight to the nature of that thing a little bit.
Yeah, you did spend some time. You spent the most time studying your items of everyone in the group. So you're getting more in touch with your arcane side. Finrose spent most of his time studying the plant life of the garden, which I know last time I said there were no trees. That's mainly because I didn't know how big I wanted this place to be. It's huge now.
Yay!
I didn't notice all these trees.
They just showed up.
They have such things as miniature trees.
That's what I had in mind initially, but no, now it's just full blown out.
Damn it.
Jesus.
But there will also be.
Cool, I'm gonna get
Yay!
lost.
I want a miniature apple tree. They seem nice.
But yes, you spent most of your time studying the garden. Skull spent most of his time working on new clockwork creations that he had in his dream. Additionally, the group all found out about a door on the outside of the tower, which you were eventually able to read it and figure out it was a cellar of convenience, which seems to produce crudely made items, but that can fit pretty much any situation.
The best
and make small portals.
Door ever.
Potentially, yes. Also, during, I believe, midday of the second day there, you saw one of the twig blights who had passed away before he showed up come back to life. And it was shortly after that Taurus had some shenanigans with the metal heart he found, and it eventually ended up back with the twig blight that he slayed.
I don't understand if you guys are so afraid for Viney McVine bro coming back. Why don't you just steal his little golden heart thingy?
Because I thought about it. I
only stole the one because at that point I didn't know things were friendly at that point.
We know, and we were all there. We're not talking about the one you murdered. We're talking about the one that tried to murder us.
I asked if they would be upset if we stopped him from coming back, and they said yes.
It's not about telling them, it's about doing it. I don't care. I'm
They'll
just saying,
know, though, that
they
something
won't. They didn't know he fucking murdered one of their buddies.
No, yeah, they did. I said there was a misunderstanding. He knew that he died. He didn't know that I took the part out of his body.
They didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you wanted to, you could attempt grave robbery. But then,
Is it really grave robbing whenever they're going to be born from the same hole?
Is it grave robbing or is it gardening? Honestly.
That's a
matter of perspective, I suppose.
I mean, it'll be a grave if we take the heart, because then there's just a dead being there.
But then one of your last events...
It's just compost.
Then one of your last events at the tower before heading back to Iapo was Fenris had an unusual encounter in the forest while attempting to hunt.
Oh. I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Erdan?
Erdan. How do you know that?
Be careful when you screenshot in the future. But it's okay.
Erdan?
Erde. It's Erde. Just so you know, I wanted to make you aware that I was aware, so there was no confusion in the future. Be careful when you screenshot.
Skull just knows one of the NPC's names. It's great. It's great. It's fucking great. Anyway.
He came to in a dream.
So you had met an unusual beast, a cyclops in the forest, which was your last...
It was your father.
Sure.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah.
But then you made your way back to Iapo because Skull Retoris had a meeting with a blacksmith. And while there, unfortunately, Fenris got mugged.
Let's call it that. Let's call it mug, though. It sounds more insulting.
That's true.
And we ended the night with you well, first you met up with an NPC.
Poor NPC.
A poor girl in the middle of town
kind of
who was
asshole.
hoping to find assistance on her quest when she was assaulted by this tiefling yelling at her.
So mean.
Demanding that she give his pendant back.
Listen, I was mad, not thinking straight.
Clearly.
Still mad.
Still mad and not thinking straight.
But in the end, the three of you, not including Skull, came to an agreement that she would assist you in getting your pendant back in exchange for you helping her explore a cave to the north of town. On outskirts of town, that is. You set up a plan to hopefully find the thief, but you instead ran into a different thief wearing a mask, similar mask to the one you read about on a flyer. And we kind of ended with Retoris shattering his leg with a bow.
No, I didn't. It was him.
No, not Retoris. Sorry, Fenris. Retoris just stabbed him in the chest.
I think he gave me a nice little slash.
What was I doing?
You were on your way back from the blacksmith attempting to find the...
I was going to say, I was done with the blacksmith.
Yeah, you just finished up setting up your partnership.
Yep.
And we're on your way to look for the rest of the group to see what they do next.
Oh, I think I forgot to say something, but whenever I made that clockwork, I made sure to sign it in some way with, like, some tell for Skull.
You're leaving your own signature.
Yes.
Yeah. That's perfectly fine. So...
I just wanted to say something about it now before I forgot again.
That's fine. Our last events were some guards had shown up. They sought to the wounds of the dying person, so that way they could question him later. And they said that to follow them back to the guards to the guard station, so that way you could claim your reward for catching the thief. And you verbally spoken how you wanted to speak to him directly, and they insisted that you at the very least wait till he's conscious again.
Yeah, I mean, how am I supposed to talk to him if he's unconscious?
I don't know, you're pretty persuasive apparently.
I can try.
So the two of you and Thala are currently being guided through town back towards the center of the tree by several guards, and two which are carrying the body of the thief on a... It's not a splint, it's
Gurney.
On a gurney as they're traveling towards the center of town. You eventually get to the base of the tree and end up taking one of the stairs along the wall that go up the outside of the tree, and it eventually takes you to a sort of a landing platform, like roughly 30 feet high off the standard ground. There's this level, and it seems that this one's mainly used for the guards. They take you inside the tree into a more room-like structure, and it seems to be set up for the guards use for prison and interrogation. So when they end up leading you inside. They ask you to stay in the waiting room while they take the guy into the back.
Okay.
While in this room, you do see that there is someone at the help desk if you wanted to. And one of the guards does usher you to speak with them about getting your payments, catching the thief.
You also have a bet to settle with some guards.
If you can find those guards, yes.
But it's not the real one.
They don't know that.
It's true.
Yeah, but I do.
He has a good character.
It is up to you on whether or not you want to share that information. But right now, they gestured towards the front desk, and there's currently a male elf sitting there. He has the same copper-toned skin and light brown hair as most of the town does.
Fucking elves.
Knife-eared fucks.
So that is where the two of you are at the moment. Skull, you can go ahead and make your investigation to try and figure out where your party members are.
This is why I need to make that construct. Investigation, you say? Actually, I have a really good investigation. Why am I not finding anything? 13.
I thought you were in the middle of
I just finished it, remember?
Okay.
That's when we left off.
Yeah. Let's see, I don't know if you made a roll last time, but 13,
I think I did, but I don't know how close
you kind of go around asking for anyone that looks like this, with horns sticking out of your forehead.
I crouch down and do it.
What an asshole.
You try to describe his skin tone, but you just can't remember what shade of green it is.
No. Skull instead pulls out this vial of liquid, and it's like starts dabbing a little on his arm to
just mixes with the dirt on his arm and turns like a brown blue.
Pointing like this color here has horns, very short. And actually, you do manage to find someone who has recently seen someone
put it together
of that description being led by guards to the center of the town.
Son of a bitch.
Now back to you two. You were in this waiting room. What do you do?
I wait.
I'll walk up to the receptionist person.
He greets you and says, "So, you heard you caught the thief? That's quite the record. We only just put up his flyers yesterday."
I caught a thief?
Yeah. When you look over to this bulletin board, there's currently only one wanted poster there. Yes, he's really the only thief at the moment. We don't have too much crime these days within the town.
How long has he been active?
His theft was spotted a few days ago and was confirmed the other day, so we put up flyers yesterday, and you've already caught him, so well done. We were quite impressed by that.
Don't we?
Well, I have some bad news.
Oh, and what would that be?
I don't think he's the same thief.
What do you mean?
I had the note off the guy's body, didn't I? That
Yeah,
says
you grabbed
something
it,
about,
and you
like,
had the first note and
he's
the
just
dagger.
a pawn.
The dagger that
so-
you never looked at, yes.
I lay out my evidence. I'm like, well, I got bumped into up in... I was still by the blacksmith, right?
You were on your way to the
Yeah.
blacksmith, yes.
Yeah. Got bumped into on the way to the blacksmith.
Which one?
The
lady blacksmith.
Which one?
Yeah, I don't
More than one female blacksmith?
There are at least 3 blacksmiths in
I
town,
don't-
and 2 of them are female. So yes.
I don't know if I was ever told, like, the name or anything, was I?
I mean, that
I
was
think
on the
we had a
phone.
discussion about whether or not you knew or not. We just concluded yes.
Yeah.
I
I think
tell
that's
them
how
the
that
name.
went.
I tell them the name that I cannot remember personally.
Honest Triana.
Okay.
Say, oh yes, in the west side of town. And the person behind the counter takes a look at the knife and is looking at it, and they speak this word that is written on it. It says Midnightfalls. Do you know what that means?
Your mother.
Sure don't.
if what you say is true, this could be a clue as to what's going on, but without more information, I'm not sure. But nonetheless, you still caught them, so you are due the reward.
Won't argue with that.
And for the expeditious amount of time it took, we are offering a bonus as well, and he hands you 120 gold pieces.
You went from very poor to very not poor.
Thank you for your service, and you notice he's taken notes of your concerns, and unless you are wanting the dagger back, he's planning on holding on to it as evidence.
Didn't you want to question the...
Yeah. Before I leave, I would actually like to question the thief that was caught to see if maybe I could assist you further in catching the main culprit behind all of this.
Yes. Well, I don't know how long it's going to be until they regain conscious, assuming they survive. It seems they took a nasty blow.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Several nasty blows.
Hit that foot artery.
It was mainly that one in the foot.
I don't know how that happened.
Listen, at least he didn't take an arrow to the knee. He just took it to the shin instead.
If you prefer, we could just send you a letter later on letting you know when he wakes up, because, again, not sure how long it's going to be.
That would be fine. Do you mind if I hold on to the knife until that time?
He looks at it as like, I suppose, since at the moment we can't make much of it, but just try not to lose it, please.
Okay.
You want a pencil instead of having to write in pen?
I got pencils. I got plenty of pencils. I got extras.
He does.
He doesn't make errors.
Everybody just brings pencils to these things.
Want a pencil, Scott?
No, I'm good.
We're giving him a pencil just in case he changes his mind.
I'll take a pencil if he doesn't want it.
At least give it to Ben, you selfish asshole.
It's a mechanical pencil is nice because half the time I can't find a pencil sharpener. As is displayed by how...
I know both him and Ben, or not Ben, Adam bought like a 50-pack of those things at one point. So we have pencils at the wazoo.
Since he's given me the knife back, I want to look at it closer and see if there's anything else I can figure out with it.
Smell it.
Well, now you can see the word Midnightfalls written on the blade of the knife. It's on one side it has the word Midnightfalls, and on the other side it has the symbol of a fox head.
What language is it in?
It's in common. Because, unfortunately, the person you're after does not know his other languages. So, he wanted to make sure he could read it. But, speaking of which, you do have the mask, and upon looking at it, it's basically an actual fox's head. It's a fox pelt crafted into a mask to be worn.
Sweet.
So it's got the ears sticking out, and the snout actually comes out. Your lower jaw would be revealed when wearing this, but
that's really cool.
Would I be able to wear it with my horns?
It was like grafted onto his face. Oh,
you'd have to, unless he doesn't care, you'd have to find a way to get that off. Because it does have a layer of flesh on the inside.
Does it look like I would be able to wear it though with my horns?
Yes.
All right, cool. I'm gonna keep it. Not wearing it, but I'm gonna keep
I'm really
it.
like scared. Like this is like one of those magical items that adheres to your face as soon as you put it on.
That'd be cool. I'd be fine looking like that the whole time.
I wouldn't be. I'd be tearing
cool
that shit off your face.
No.
Yeah.
My turquoise face.
See, Skull doesn't know any of this, so you walk up to him with that fucking thing on, he's just gonna be all like... And he has the strength to do that.
He's a strong boy.
He's a strong boy.
Do it. I'm not wearing it right now.
Good.
For the 8th time. Don't want to put that on, especially with, like, skin present.
So, with that, is there anything else you're wanting to do at this time?
I have a thought.
What's up?
Your mother.
Is there a tannery or anyone who works with animal hides in the town that might be able to give us a clue as to who we need to look for?
It's true. And we could also take this knife to the blacksmith and they might know something about it. I'm thinking Midnightfalls might be a place? Maybe?
There would be a tannery. I just need to come up with a name. Name everybody. But yes,
I say we could be able to
there is
locate it by the
particularly
smell.
a notable one that hangs out at a guild on the west side of town.
You'd be outside of town.
West side?
You know how bad tannery smells? They wouldn't let
What
them be in the
side
whole
is the
town.
best side?
The west side is also basically has the
I think we went
Scouts
through
of the
this last
Skull
time,
Hunters
didn't
Guild.
I think we went through that last time. About how
About
west
Tupac
side.
at McDonald's?
Oh, okay. I guess they could have like their store in town, but
We
their actual
did.
tannery itself would be
We sang
outside
that
town.
shit.
Because, like I said,
You got a
that
burger
guild
and some
particularly is
fries.
on the edge of town.
Okay.
So I'm trying to decide what my
It's the
signature
closest
on my
spot to the
items are going
forest
to
where
be.
they could actually go hunt.
I figured I'd do something close to the
that
scar
makes
he
sense.
was branded on since it was
Yeah,
his
that-
clan.
See, I'm probably the only one here who's ever been to an actual tannery. They smell awful.
I haven't been to one. But hey, Ben, this is D&D where anything can happen.
That's
It doesn't
true.
smell bad anymore.
That's true. That's magic, man. I
Magic-
heard you that shit.
They got that magic potpourri.
Yeah, magic Febreze. Yep.
So if you're
Hell
all
yeah.
leaving at the moment,
Just magic potpourri.
are you planning to leave now?
Potpourri.
Or are you wanting to stay at the guards place longer?
Oh, we're supposed to wait. It's a waiting room.
And they're gonna.
Thank you, Ben. Anyway.
You
Alright.
expected anything different from this group.
I go over to Retorts. I'm like, hey, they say he's not gonna wake up for a while, so
Can't imagine.
they'll send us a letter whenever he awakens.
Question, letter.
Do they
How
know
does
our
letters
address?
work in this town? We would have probably have noticed it by now. Is it birds or is it
birds.
people's?
It's birds.
Okay.
In fact,
how they
it was
find
a
us
detail
to get the
I
letter?
did forget to mention about the town was you could see basically at like the top of the tree a bunch of birds flying in and out of like the top of the trunk. So you could presume there's some sort of a setup there
I'm so smooth.
for birds and
Did you
sending
know?
letters.
Huh?
Itchy though.
It's a little.
Are you almost done with your treatments?
No, I just only have one so far.
I don't know what
I
it would
have
be called,
4
but
more.
just the place where they would have birds sending letters. Yes, there is a place for that.
So
I figured
What kind of birds?
Yeah, are we talking hawk birds or pigeon birds?
Or maybe corvids?
Hawk
For
birds
just around the
or
town,
pigeon
it would be
birds?
more like pigeons and just. Actually, did
It's basically big
I
birds
had
or small
a bird
birds.
in mind, and I forgot to write it down.
It's
I'll have to look it up later. But yes,
We
So-
need depth to this.
Give us that.
Retorts has reminded me that I didn't tell the guy where we were gonna be. So I walk back over to the receptionist and I go, by the way, we're staying at Bashir's tower outside of town if you need to get a hold of us.
oh, we're staying with Bashir. I wasn't aware he was taking in guests.
We just got lucky. He's happened to
We're old
be,
friends.
yeah, he's happened to go to Satan's company for a while.
Deception.
Why are we lying?
I don't know how to say
Because
like,
we're
oh
invading
yeah,
his home."
Bashir's not fucking here.
We're invading his home. We're squatting essentially.
Yeah.
That's illegal. Oh,
7.
the exact same number.
Shit.
That's your total.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my total.
Listen, he didn't at least critically fail.
The guy looks at you. How old are all your characters, by the way?
I'm a teenager.
He can't see my face, so
That's true, but for the ones that are visible, which we only be Findra's at the moment, how old is your character?
he's only 21.
I think he's just like right out of.
Yeah, he's
Right out
not
of
real old. Straight out of Compton.
And he's really small, so.
An old friend, you say?
Well, my dad was.
Old family friend, don't you see?
Yeah, so my master was my teacher was very good. Friends with him.
That's not a lie.
I mean, my dad could have been friends with him. I don't know that that's not a lie.
That's technically true.
He believes you.
He's a little skeptical at first, but he's like, I'll let it go.
Yeah, I suppose you might have been too young when your father last saw him. But yes, don't worry. Where'd you say you were going to the black? You're going to the West Side Blacksmith. Is that what you said? Or
I mean-
did you not get to that point yet? Because you started the line.
Fucking maybe.
Yeah. We should go to both the tannery and the blacksmith to check out both the mask and the knife to see if they have any other clues that our lack of knowledge does not show.
What should my signature be? This is the only 3 I can think of.
Is that the
Just-
mark on you?
It's kind of like the mark on it, except this is the one he's going to be carving in as his signature on things. I can't
Probably the
decide.
far right one.
I like the middle one.
The middle one looks a bit like a lollipop, though.
A what?
Lollipop?
Fuck yeah. The Lollipop Guild. That's our name now.
No, we're not being the Lollipop Guild.
Come on, I want a yellow brick road.
No, we need to be the Lullaby League. It's the other one. It's the girl version. I don't want to be no Lollipop Guild. Bullshit. Sexist monster. That's true.
Then we have to get a gnome or a halfling to sing it and have a roll.
Only one of us sucks dick, you know. I'm just saying.
What was that again? Oh yeah. I just remember that whole exchange now. I just remember that whole thing.
It just came like crashing back into him. Oh yeah.
That's right, he's cursed by a lich or something. To give the best. World champion.
You're gonna be king one day.
That's actually how the story wraps up.
Mm-hmm.
Fenris uses the knife to slit his own throat. From shame.
Make it
Fenris unlocked the secret puzzle of the night.
Oh god, it just needed blood on it.
So nobody ever told me, do we want the lollipop or the other one?
Because I like the far right one.
Roll for it.
I would more go for the diamond.
We got 2. You're outvoted. Nerd. Wait, no, who was it? Was it you? You like the middle one.
But yeah, so once you, the two of you get outside the guard shack, Thol actually speaks to you. So, if that wasn't the real thief, what do we do now?
Keep looking. We have a few clues with the mask and the knife. We'll see what we can figure out from there. Do you know, does Midnightfalls mean anything to you? Does that
Oh, I forgot we had an NPC.
sound familiar?
Kill her.
How nice of you.
I hate NPCs.
What if she was the thief all along?
She probably
was justified.
She probably is a thief. I bet you fucking nothing. She probably is.
I bet you nothing.
Bet you nothing.
No, I'm not from this town, I'm afraid. I have no clue what that means.
What's your character, Close?
Puss is going to be joining us. She is a Khajiit.
Well, Khajiit did everything wrong.
She is at fault. But she's so damn cute.
And she has wares if you have coin.
You do, don't you?
She also has no sugar.
Alright, so I guess we're...
You only want it if I'm fucking holding it for
Let's
you.
go to the blacksmith first, since that was the last place we left Skull. So that we can try to...
Come along the way.
Yeah, that way we can kind of meet up with him.
We're going to meet him very soon because he wasn't too far behind you guys. In fact, as you're getting to the base of the tree, you can see Skull starting to head, like, essentially towards the marketplace, since he was directed to go to the center of the tree.
I yell out loudly.
Are you going to roll to ignore?
I'm just going to roll to hear him, since I'm really bad at perception. Of course, the one time I want to ignore something. Roll 15. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's know what's going on.
I don't have it! He's really concerned about the cap of his pen.
Okay.
Alright, so did you hear me? I fucking yelled real loud. You gonna come over?
No.
How real loud?
How real loud?
Like,
No,
loud?
I'm not casting a spell right now. I'm just normal loudness.
This is going to be our sit-in for Mundi.
How fitting, since Mundi is basically the cat sitter. True. Till Mundi gets back inside otherwise.
Yeah, as I yell out, I'll walk towards him.
Fenris is yelling at you, Mundi.
Just look
Mundi.
around.
Hey, Skull, what's up? We have news.
And yeah, Skull, for the first time, you can see there's actually a third figure with these two. This person stands height-wise between Retoris and Fenris, and is currently wearing a black cloak covering their face.
You know, Skull's been acting a little bit more bold whenever you guys were around. He clams up again.
I expected that.
What the fuck is the point of the fork? We just dump it on all the juices anyways.
I fucking dropped it, okay?
You're too busy fucking with the dog!
No, I wasn't fucking with the dog at all. I just dropped
I don't
this.
care, it's not my candy, go for it. Eat all the food here, except for the potatoes, those are mine.
Ah.
You can only have enough that makes you want more, but that's about it. You're not allowed to have more. It's about 2 spoonfuls. That's all I'll allow. Maybe. I don't know how fucking old they are.
I hold out, as we get to Skull, I hold out the knife, and I'm like, some motherfucker tried to rob me. Well succeeded at robbing me.
Skull is currently clammed up at the moment.
That's fine. I'm just telling him what's up.
He like robotically takes the knife and inspects it.
Does this look like anything to you?
I don't know. I just learned a lot about mechanical things, so I'm gonna look for a signature on it, like a craftsman's signature.
Marking.
I guess investigation, since you're inspecting it.
I'm getting 15s a lot today. Hell yeah. 21.
The closest thing you can associate to a signature would be the engraving of the fox head on one side of the blade.
Okay. Can I make note of the...
And, yeah, in fact, since you saw the poster, you could associate that possibly being tied to a thief in town.
I'm gonna, notice the craftsmanship on how it was actually carved in there, as well as
it is
the
a very nicely crafted dagger.
Yeah. They had the experience with the dwarf stuff, so I'm taking note of that, but as my calligraphy knowledge, I'm also memorizing the actual handwriting of the actual writing in there.
Alright.
He's a smart boy.
I continue telling him, so this dude bumped into me, stole my pendant, and I was chasing him down, ran into this person here. Oh, thank you.
And at you saying this person, she says, "My name's Thola."
Yeah, Thola. How do you spell that?
Thola. Thola.
Okay.
Is she an elf lady? Or can I tell with her
You
hood?
can't tell.
Okay.
Just
That's
the
fine.
voice.
She,
You said she's half?
I never said what she was.
Didn't
No. Her face is
What
covered at
kind
the
of
moment.
weird
You can't tell.
strawberry piece of shit is this? And a tumor strawberry.
after a slight misunderstanding, she agreed to
Go ahead and eat.
help
Have
us
another thing of strawberries in there.
try to find the thief. And we found some dude, but he's not the right guy. We're still looking for someone. We were going to go to the blacksmith and the tannery to see if we can get some more clues.
Nod. Skull just nods silently. Nod just scolds silently.
Alright. So I guess
She can be sweet, but don't trust it, I promise.
let's head to the blacksmith then still. Since we have a repertoire with
Not like
them.
that goof.
Hmm?
It's not like that goof.
Yeah, this cool?
Well, Skull, you just left the blacksmith, so I'm not sure if you immediately want to go back or not.
I mean, that's your favorite person, so.
It is. He's gonna go back in there like she hasn't seen her in fucking years.
Alright,
He likes her. She's cool. She's cool in his book.
back to the blacksmith we go then.
Yeah!
I've greeted her like 3 different times today now. We need to leave this place. We just set up camp in her workshop. She's gonna have me move in.
She goes back out to the outside training area and sees Skull sleeping.
Dug a hole in her training yard.
Alright, yes, it takes some time, but you do find yourselves back to the blacksmith. You were not mugged on. I keep saying mugged, but it's not mugged, it's pickpocketed. You were not pickpocketed this time on the way.
Oh, at the instance, he told me that he was pickpocketed. I'm just gonna try to pay attention to my personal being.
Okay.
Especially since I'm mostly naked and everything's touching me. I am half naked.
Yep. Rolled for
And
nothing.
very dirty.
Nothing unusual happened, so you are now back at the blacksmith's.
Alright, cool. I'll walk in and
Stop it.
Upon walking in, she would have started working on the project, so she is not at the desk at the moment.
is there a bell or something?
There is the chain next to the desk.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I pull the chain.
It makes a clattering sound that echoes into the back rooms, and a few moments later,
Did you guys come in with me?
Yeah.
Anastriana comes back out, immediately sees Skull, and goes in for the embraces.
What's her name?
Anastriana.
Anastriana. So,
Somebody should write that down.
Well, no, I'm always going to forget how to pronounce it, so he's just going to call her Anna.
Okay.
Anna.
She once again hugs Skull for the second time today.
This is a very nice elf lady. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Back so soon, I see.
Shrugs.
Well, how can I be of service this time?
This time's for me, actually. I was wondering if there was anything you could tell me about this knife and who might possibly have made it. And I hand her the knife.
Alright, she takes a look at it, inspects it.
Don't let me down on this, Gianna.
Anna.
Okay. Yes, I actually am very familiar with this. This is a part of a set I sold a long time ago, but the engravings are new.
Do you remember who you sold it to?
I'm afraid I don't. That was a long time ago. It was a set of 12 daggers, though. I remember that.
You don't have any record of sale from back then?
There's going to be 12 of these fuckers. Or 11, I suppose, now.
I got this after being pickpocketed by the town thief that has recently appeared.
Oh.
And it seems like he might be using your handiwork to commit some of his crimes.
Sorry to hear that, but upon Ratora's bringing up potential records, she goes below the desk. You can hear the rustling of some papers, and she's trying to find records back that far. Okay. She finds records back that far.
Yes!
Anna, she's a beast. She's the best.
Apparently.
Can we just ditch this other chick and just get Anna as our teammate? Can that happen?
Can we just forget about Bashir?
You and her are going to get married.
Legit, he would marry the fuck out of this elf.
And then make little orc elves. That'll be alone.
We'll bridge the species.
Maybe you guys together can heal this town's heart.
Nah.
Okay, just whatever.
Now I'm just gonna make them hate. I'm gonna breed these children just to hate the town guard.
I
as
try
much as possible.
to introduce an NPC to help the party, and you immediately hate them. Haven't even done anything yet.
You seem surprised by this happening. This has happened so often. Remember the cleric that was supposed to join our group? That poor cleric.
I didn't know he was supposed to join our group.
I
I thought he was just supposed to heal us.
Which he failed.
Good job at.
Which I made sure he was aware he did a shitty job at.
It was sold to a man, a human man by the name of Thimba.
Simba.
Thimba?
Simba.
Themba.
Damn.
Thimba. He is not. From what I don't think he's from around these parts. I don't think I've ever seen him since.
No, go to his house and just find out that the daggers were stolen.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about it? Anything about... Do you recognize any of the workmanship with the carvings or anything? Is there anyone in town that would be able to do that?
I personally can't. I don't recognize this writing, but is there someone in town that does this? I am unaware of anyone in town who would be able to help you identify this. Not penmanship. Is it penmanship?
No, it's there's another word for it.
She's unable to help you in this area.
Okay.
She's not even aware of anyone in town who might be able to.
You've helped us out just by telling us where the daggers came from and everything, so thank you very much.
Yes, sorry I couldn't be more help. I do hope that you find what you're looking for.
I give her 1 gold for helping us out.
Over here, big spender going around town.
Yeah.
He just got money, okay?
It was just for information, really, so, 1 gold is kind of a lot for information.
Just making fun of you, that's all. She kindly accepts. Is there anything else you'll be needing?
Not currently. Sorry to interrupt your work.
No, it's fine. That's what apprentices are for.
Okay. Do you guys need anything else here?
Skull, do you need anything else here?
Another hug, maybe?
I will say, like, the entire time they're conversing, he's inspecting the knife and maybe thinking of something he can make next.
Okay.
I'll make a clockwork knife.
It just stabs over and
I
over.
was going to say it's more along the lines of a switchblade, but yeah.
Yeah, you can make that, or since you're already in the process of working on one transforming weapon, you could like do a dagger into a short sword or something.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to the tannery.
Okay, it's going to be further on the west side. In fact, to the edge of town on the west side. But none of you have been there. So, investigation checks to find it. Because Mundy's the only one who's been to the
18. Ow.
Sorry.
That's half a 20.
Fuck you, man.
Plus 4.
Yeah.
There's a block right there.
I got a 6. I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Okay, apparently that's happening now. Alright, so...
What's happening now?
Guys.
Did you?
Oh, I picked it up already.
Oh.
It was this one.
It's on top of it.
Sorry.
Rotors and Skull are able to navigate towards finding
But I do
Tanner.
better.
Yes, Rotors, you do better. But now everyone make a perception check because I rolled a random event and see if anyone sees
I
it.
rolled a 3. Perception. It's just I can inspect. I can't perceive.
21.
Yeah.
What?
My eyes are
I'm
open.
so glad it was you, Fenris. I'm so glad.
Oh, God.
Was you getting pickpocketed again?
He did not get pickpocketed, but what he saw was a cloaked figure wearing some sort of mask head off into an alleyway.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
No, he just took off running. We don't even know what happened.
Oh, I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna run after him and I'm gonna yell over my shoulder. He's this way!
The three of you all see Fenris just bolt off in one direction.
So this alley, how familiar are we enough with the roads at this point? Because we've been doing some tracking around.
Yeah, you're familiar enough that you know, like every now and then there's holes into some of the routes that just let you walk through to the other side.
I'm
of the
gonna
route.
try my best to intersect.
As
at a different point.
I'm running, I pull out my hand axes.
Okay.
Do I need a roll to see if I can, like, find my way around? Would it be a survival, I'm guessing?
With it's kind of straightforward, really, because
Is it?
you're on like one road, and then you can go into an earlier alley and try and go around that way. Because like he's heading to one that's a few ways down, so you could head to one sooner and try and meet up on the other side.
Okay, that's fine. That'll work.
Retoros, are you doing anything while these two go sprinting off?
I sprint off after the one of weaker constitution.
What?
What?
The one who's more likely to get killed.
That one?
Yes.
That would be well,
Fenris.
actually, hold on.
He says
Fenris has a better con than you.
Yeah, but I don't think he has more health than me.
I'm not sure.
Because I have a bigger dice. I don't know. I'd have to look what my health is. More strawberries. This is the last container,
But,
though, so if you want some, grab some. They're significantly less good quality as well.
I think Skull and Fenris are equally healthy in that category.
I suppose the small one then.
I am the most likely to die.
Fenris did get a head start on you, so he'll be showing up first to the alleyway. But since everyone has taken an action, go ahead and roll initiative so we can see how things start to play out forward.
Initiative?
Initiative!
I didn't roll shit. I'm rolling 15s. What the fuck? 18.
22.
Fuck you.
18.
Fuck. Well, pretty bad.
Taurus. You both got 18? Is that what happened?
We both rolled 15 and we both have 3s.
Fenris' dexterity is slightly higher.
No, it isn't, is it?
He's got a 17 versus your 16.
I rolled a nat 20.
More.
Can I just go first? Of course, that's how I get my nat 20, is it careening off the table onto the floor. Sorry.
Well, anyway, Retoris would be first then. Fenris is a good...
We're gonna start being nice to you, Jacob. We're gonna stop gaming in the middle of loud noises going on in the background.
How kind.
Anything to help. Mainly because I'm tired of listening to it, but you know...